try this again. I bought this ring light stand from Walmart because it was on clearance, and I feel like I now know why they were clearanced out. Okay, so I have 2 custom orders to do. One is Christmas with this super cute leopard Santa sign, and then the other one is with this super cute Believe sign. My client saw my video. I showed all of these signs on one of my reels, and she chose her sign, and then now I'm gonna make her a custom wreath with it. So this one's gonna be first. She wanted a smaller framed wreath, so we are gonna go with a little bit of a smaller one, and here we go. I'm gonna get my pipe cleaners out. So there's 6 sections in this wreath form, and I got this from the Dollar Tree. So that means I need 7 pipe cleaners, because we're gonna cut these in half, 6 in half, and keep the 7th one long, because that's where we are going to start and end our Deco Mesh. So we just need a little bit more so we can add some thickness of the Deco Mesh to tie it off. And so here we go. We're just cutting these in half, and we are going to attach them to each section in our wreath form. And when you attach them, you want to make them even, because this is how we're going to tie down that Deco Mesh. And this ring has 3 sections, and it has 4 wires. So that is how I attach. So it'll be, one will be on the inner and one will be on the outer ring. And we will just attach these all the way around. Same thing in all 6 sections. The only difference is we keep one of them long, because that's where we will start with our Deco Mesh and finish with our Deco Mesh. And just attach these pipe cleaners and give them a little twist so they are nice and secure. And we are going to do that to each section. And I bought this wreath form from the Dollar Tree. Saves me a little money. You can buy pre-made wreath forms that already have ties on them, but I just like to buy these. Save a few bucks so I can make my wreaths more affordable. Okay, so after we do that, that's what it's gonna look like. I had my hot glue gun warming up, so I am going to hot glue some some of these things down as well. I'm going to take these stickers off. And then I am going to add 4 pipe cleaners, just because this sign is heavy. So I just want to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. So you're going to take your hot glue gun and add 4 puddles of glue and just lay those pipe cleaners right down into your glue. And then I go back on top and add some more hot glue, just so it's very secure. It's really getting in there, because you do not want your sign to fall. I like to hot glue my pipe cleaners down in the beginning of the wreath so it has time to dry, so it's ready for me when I'm ready for it. So that's what that's gonna look like. And then we're just gonna set it to the side and let it dry. Turn off my hot glue gun so I don't mix the battery. Okay, so since we are doing leopard print, black, and red, I'm gonna do a black Deco Mesh base, and I'm gonna do red for the accent. And then here is the ribbon I chose for today to match the sign. I have some leopard print, black and red plaid, and then just some solid red. I'm super excited to use these. I also have these leopard print Christmas balls. I think this is gonna tie it in perfectly. Okay, so here we go. We are going to start with our 21-inch black Deco Mesh. And I just fold it together on the ends and wad it in my hand. And then we are going to start where this long pipe cleaner is. You lay it right into the pipe cleaner and give it a few twists. And we are going to do 10-inch poofs. And once again, I do it in a zigzag pattern. So I go top to bottom and then bottom to top. And then when I'm done with that section, I just fold in that pipe cleaner so it doesn't snag on anything as we go. Alright, 10-inch poofs with 21-inch Deco Mesh. I got this Deco Mesh from Craft Outlet. I love that store. Super convenient. You can order everything online. All you have to buy is $69 worth of supplies, things, and you get free shipping. So that is why I love that store. And their price point is way better than any of the big box stores. Okay, so we are doing 10-inch poofs all the way around, top to bottom. I might run out of this Deco Mesh, but I have another roll on standby just in case I do. And I'll show you what to do if that happens. Super easy, not a big deal. You just cut it off and start with the new roll. Okay, we can tie that in and kind of poof them out as we go. I'm going to cut this long pipe cleaner off and fold it in. And just give those pipe cleaners a few twists, and then when you're on your second row, your second layer, I just kind of poof them as I go. Make sure that I'm filling in all the gaps as I go. Alright, and this is 21-inch Deco Mesh that I'm using right now. And we are doing a custom order for Christmas. I can't believe Christmas is going to be here so soon. Okay, so pull this 10 inches and place it right into our pipe cleaner and give it a few twists. Push it down, and then we just fluff these out as we go. Let's see if this is enough. I think we'll have enough for one more, and then I'll have to start with a new roll. It does kind of get difficult at the end of the rolls because it starts rolling in on itself. So you just kind of have to straighten it out. Yeah, that's perfect. So one more for this roll. And just tie that in and poof this out. And then I'm gonna get another pipe cleaner and then thread it through so I have enough pipe cleaner to add in this new roll. just a little more security. Okay, so then we'll get our next roll. See what I did there? I just added another one. Okay. Gather it up in your hands. Add it right on top of that pipe cleaner. And give it a few twists. And then this, I just tuck it right underneath that poof. So then you do not see that frayed end at all. Alright. 10-inch poofs. In a zigzag pattern. And I do that just because I feel like it's better coverage. I've done it where I've done all inner and then all outer rings, and I feel like the middle, it just gets gappy. So that's why I like to do a zigzag pattern top to bottom. Okay, and then this is going to be my last section, and so I'm just going to cut the rest of this Deco Mesh off, and you just tuck that right underneath the wire frame of your wreath form, and then just poof this out. Just go around, and you make a little adjustments, you can. Okay, so that is what this is looking like. Okay, so now we are going to add in 3 more pipe cleaners. And we're going to cut them in half again. And this is how we're going to attach our cruffles. And that's what we'll do to fill in the gaps. And it's just going to help push those ribbon tails forward so they don't sink down into our wreath. So I just fold them in half, and then I find the middle of that wreath form and stick it right through the wires. And then I give them a few twists so they're nice and secure in there. And I do that all the way around. And I have 6 sections. This is a little bit of a smaller wreath. The next wreath I'm going to do is going to be a large one. But this customer wanted a smaller wreath. It's going to go into her hair studio. Her hair studio colors are black, red, and leopard, so this is going to match perfectly. Super excited to make this for her. Okay, this is my last section. I'm just going to tie it off, and then I will hold it up to the camera so y'all can see better how I just added those into the middle. And now we are going to take our 10-inch Deco Mesh, and we are going to cut 20-inch pieces. Move that over there. Okay. And we need 6 of these. Get my little rotary cutter. Forgot to get that out. There we go. Alright, so 6 of these. 20 inches long, and this is 10-inch Deco Mesh. And this is super shiny. I think this will look really good with the leopard. Just kind of pop it a little bit. Oh, I might have to go get another roll. Yeah, let me go get another roll real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to pop off camera. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I have 4 done, and I need to do 2 more then. That one looks kind of frayed at the end, so I'm just going to cut that right off. Okay, 2 more at 20 inches. Okay, and now we are going to attach these to our wreath. Cruffles are super simple. The reason why they're called cruffles is because they are a mix of ruffles and curls. So the mesh already naturally goes in on itself, so you're going to want it to naturally roll in on itself and then pinch in the middle, and I go bottom to top. And that is what it's going to look like. And then you just attach it right into those pipe cleaners and give it a few twists for security. So there we go. And we're going to do that all the way around. And this is just going to form the base. Give it a really good base for our wreath form. So when we add our bow and our ribbon tails, they're not going to sink in to the wreath form. They're going to push out. That mesh is going to help push it out. And we are going to do this all the way around. So this is 10-inch Deco Mesh, cut 20 inches long. And we just attach those right to each section. And we have 6 sections. There we go, and just attach that right into our pipe cleaners. This football ribbon keeps on getting stuck on my wreath. Let me move this football. Okay, here we go. And we have 2 more sections left in this wreath for our truffles. Just add that, and then we got 1 more. And once again, you just let this roll in on itself a few times, and then from bottom to top, you pinch with your fingers, and that is how you make a cruffle. And then you just add that right into your wreath form. And then once I tie this section down, I will show y'all what it looks like now. So that is 10-inch poofs and cruffles. They're 20-inch pieces for the cruffles. Okay, so now we are going to make our bow for this wreath. You're going to need some wire, some floral wire, and then your ribbon for your bow. And this client wanted black, red, and leopard. So that is what we are doing. I'm going to start with the solid red for the base. And since this is a smaller wreath, we don't have to go super crazy with the bow because we don't want the bow to be too big. So we will do 6-inch tails with 10-inch loops for the background. We will do that. Actually, no, let's do that. Okay, yeah. Alright, and we're going to cut that off at 6 inches and just hold it in our hands, pinch it. And then we will do this black and red plaid. Same thing, 6-inch tails, 10-inch loops. And you need to twist it as we go because this plaid is not double-sided. So you want to make sure that you're twisting your ribbon so the right side is facing up as you go. So that's what it's looking like. And we're going to get this leopard print and do 6-inch tails. And I'm actually going to do a smidge smaller. We're going to do 9-inch loops for this layer, just so we can see that red in the background. I like to go a little bit smaller each section, just so you can see what's behind it. So that's what that's looking like. And this is a smaller wreath, so I don't want to make too big of a bow because the sign that we have for this wreath is really big also. So I don't want everything to be huge. Okay, so this was 2.5 inch ribbon. We're gonna take our 1.5 inch and do some cute little loops for the middle. I'm gonna do an inch shorter for the tails. I'm gonna do 5 inch tails, and we're gonna do 8 inch loops. And we'll do 2 loops of the plaid and cut that 5 inch tail off. And then we have this 1.5 inch leopard print that I am going to put in the middle. Oh, that's what it's looking like. All right, so 5 inch tail, 8 inch loops for this one as well. And keep twisting that ribbon as you go. And I just kind of manipulate it as I go. And then we're gonna do what I call a racetrack loop. So you want your ribbon to be upside down, and you're just gonna roll it around your thumb. And that is gonna hide where we thread the wire through to secure the bow. So that is called a racetrack loop because it looks like a racetrack. Okay, so, or racetrack loop-de-loop. All right, I'm just gonna manipulate it in my hand a little bit, make sure everything looks good. And then find my wire. I have no idea where I put my wire. Oh, there it is. And we are going to thread that through to right where I'm holding it. Thread it through, and then hold it tight and give it a few good twists. And you want to make sure that's really nice and tight so your bow starts to push up. All these loops start to push upwards. Okay, so now I'm going to set it down and fluff it out a little bit. Put all the loops where I want them to be. And then we are going to dovetail the ends of our ribbon to give it that nice look. And we'll just do that all the way around to every ribbon tail. And then after I'm finished with that, we will attach it to the top of our wreath. Oh, you know what? I'm going to attach our sign first, I think, and then I'll do the bow so we don't smush the bow as we go. Let's do that. We're going to attach the sign, and then I will put the bow on after that. And then y'all can see it all come together. And then we'll make some ribbon tails and then attach those Christmas balls. Pretty excited about those. I actually forgot I had them. I'm gonna move these around. I think that's gonna really give this wreath a little special pop, adding those leopard and red balls to them. All right. Grab it. Oh, flip that tail around. Oh, I missed one. Hold on, let me cut this one. Always one hiding. At least I saw it now. Okay. So that is what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm going to move this ribbon aside, and we are going to attach our sign. I hot glued some pipe cleaners to it, and I'm just gonna pop them up like so. And this is the sign we're attaching. How cute is that? Okay. And this is just gonna go right into the middle of our wreath. And we are going to thread all of these pipe cleaners right through the mesh, and that is how we're going to get it to stick to our wreath form. We want to make sure that it is centered as we go. I always pull it off the table a little bit so I can just thread it through. It kind of gives me a little bit of light so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, thread that sign right through. Like so, and keep on going. I'm going to actually secure it down once I get all of my pipe cleaners through the mesh. Okay. Alright, one more section to go. And then we will attach our bow on top. Coming along. Alright. Let me know if y'all have any questions as we go. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. And now I'm going to flip it over and pull these pipe cleaners nice and tight. And give them a few twists. And that is how we're going to secure our sign down. I did 4 sections because the sign is heavy and I want to make sure it's not going anywhere. I always hot glue my signs. I know people in my wreath forum always say that their hot glue comes apart, but I have never had any problems with my hot glue coming apart. So that's what it's looking like. Alright, that is cute. Oh, got some hot glue on the side. Okay, that's looking good. So now I am going to cut off the excess pipe cleaners and tuck these into the wreath so they don't pierce your door, because you don't want to scratch up your door. And just tuck them in. Clip all of these extra pipe cleaners off like that. Oh, grabbing my ribbon. I'm telling you, Deco Mesh just loves to cling onto anything. Okay, tuck that in. And there we go. Okay, now I'm going to cut this off and we are going to thread our bow through, because we do not need those pipe cleaners for ribbon tails. And then we will add ribbon tails to the rest of the sections. Okay, so I just take my bow and I thread it right through that section. I was just showing y'all right on top. I feel like this guy does not feel secure. Hold on, let me add a little bit more wire. I'm gonna make it a little bit tighter. Don't make fun of my wire, guys. Okay, clipped off a little bit of wire. Okay, I'm gonna thread this through because I just feel like the middle does not seem very tight. Okay, let me thread this through again. Same thing, just give it a few twists. Move that other wire out of the way. Okay, here we go. Give it a few twists. And then I'm going to cut off that extra wire. Well, this one's longer, so I'll cut this one off. Okay, fold that down, and then let me thread this through my mesh, and we will attach this to the top of the wreath. Maybe. Hold on, I got a knot. Bear with me, guys. Alright. Sorry, gotta get this knot out or else it will not thread through the Deco Mesh. We'll get stuck because this is a big knot. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we go. We are going to fluff up my bow a little bit, attach it to the top of our wreath, right through the Deco Mesh, because that Deco Mesh is going to help your bow pop and not sink into the wreath, and you definitely want that. You don't want your bow to sink down into your wreath, because it won't look super full then. Okay, pull this wire through, and then, attach it right to your form. Attach it right to your wreath form. And you don't want to pull it too tight. Like, you want it to be tight, but not too tight, because once again, if you pull your bow too tight, it's going to sink, and you don't want that. So here we go, and we're going to fluff it out a little bit. See if we're liking it. Move the tails so we can actually read the sign. We'll pull that tail under. There we go. Fluff out our bow. You just move it how you want it. And I feel like this guy's a little too long. I'm going to cut this tail off a little bit. And this one, sticking up too much. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that is looking cute with this sign. Okay, so now we have 5 sections left, and we're going to add tails. And I'm going to do these tails a little bit different because this sign is so large, it takes up most of our wreath. So I'm only cutting one of each ribbon color for each section. So I need 5 of each ribbon color. So we'll start with the biggest. We'll do the red. And I have my cardboard cut to 12 inches, and we just wrap this ribbon around it. And we'll do it 5 times. 3, 4, 5. And you just snip that off. Pinch the ends and slide it off. And then you put your scissors right through. And flip it over and do the other side. And put your finger in the middle and fold them over. And cut your dovetails. Do the same thing. Put your finger in the middle. Okay. We're going to do that with the black and red plaid. Same thing. We just need 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And cut it. Alright. Oh, I thought I had it. There we go. Same thing, just thread your scissors through the top and flip it over and do it again. Put your finger in the middle to fold your ribbon over and cut. Oh, you know what? I don't think I said where this, well, all this ribbon is from Craft Outlet, except for this skinny is from Michael's. Once again, I got it on sale after Christmas last year because I knew I would still be making wreaths this Christmas. So I stocked up when it went on sale. Okay. Cut that ribbon. Pinch the end, slide it off. Thread your scissors through that loop. Turn it around, do the same thing. Put your finger and cut. Put your finger in the middle and snip it again. And that is how you get those dovetails. Quick and easy. Alright, so now I am going to do some ribbon tails and attach them to my wreath. Flip out that bow a little bit. There we go. And I will play with this bow the whole time. Okay, there we go. So, we have 5 sections, and we are going to take all 3 ribbon colors and just lay them right on top of each other. And I want to do the leopard print on top because that's what I want to focus on. And you just pinch those right in the middle and attach them to your pipe cleaner. And you want to make sure it's nice and tight. And then you are going to fold your ribbons towards you, whichever way that your sign isn't facing. So you want everything to go towards you. So I always spin it. So now we bend them, we cut off that extra pipe cleaner, and then we just peel these apart and fluff them out. Like this. So then you can still see all of the ribbon, but the leopard print is the main focus because this girl loves leopard print. And there you go. Okay, we're going to do that all the way around. So I start with the red as the base, the solid red, and then the plaid, and just lay them right on top of each other, and then the leopard. We pinch it right in the middle and attach it to our pipe cleaner. You give your pipe cleaner a few good twists. Cut off the leftovers. Fold it down so it's not sticking out. And then pull those ribbon tails towards you away from the sign. And then you can separate your ribbon so you can see every layer, but once again, keeping the focus on that leopard print. All right, and we just keep on going. Red on the bottom, then the black and red plaid, and then the leopard print. Pinch in the middle, attach it right to the pipe cleaner, give it a good twist, cut off the leftovers, and tuck it in. Okay, here we go. And then we fluff it out so you can see every, oh, that is not a good dovetail right there. Hold on, let me re-dovetail this one. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty. Okay, so then we fluff it out. You just pull them apart. There we go. I'll show you what it's looking like. Super cute. Okay, we have 2 more sections. And then I'm going to add these Christmas balls on here. I'm going to play with it, see if I like it or not. I might just leave it like this. I don't know. Let's see. We can decide together. Okay, lay them all on top of each other. Pinch right in the middle. And then give it a few good twists. Make it nice and tight. Cut off the leftovers. Hold it down. And then pull those ribbons towards you and then start fluffing them out. Spreading them apart from each other so you can see all the different colors. Oh, I got some wire sticking out of here. Let me put that off. Okay. And then we have one more section. So the red on the bottom, then the red and black plaid, and then the leopard on top, because that's going to be our focus. And then we attach them right to those pipe cleaners. Give them a few good twists. Cut off the leftovers. Bend them down. And then pull those ribbons towards you, and then start spreading the ribbons apart. Okay, so that is what it's looking like. Super fun. That's cute. Okay, so I have these balls. So now I'm kind of worried now though, because I don't know if you're really going to be able to see the leopard print. I might have to attach them with the actual ornament up, because if I attach them, look, if I attach them like down, that's, you're gonna see just the base. So I might, yeah, I think I'll do that. Just attach them to where the leopard is. I don't know. I'm gonna set them down, and then I'll decide what I want to do. If we should do it or if we shouldn't, or maybe just the one. No, I feel like if we do it, we gotta do all the way around, right? No, because then that's going to be upside down. I don't know. Maybe just this was wishful thinking in my head that this would look cool. Or I could attach them underneath. Well, maybe that's a better idea. Underneath the sign. Ooh, yeah, maybe that's cool. Alright, I'm going to try to, they're probably going to fall, but I'm going to tilt it a little bit, kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so let me turn on my hot glue gun. I'm going to need to get another hot glue stick. Okay, and then we will attach these balls. Let me grab another hot glue stick and drink coffee on the way. Okay. Okay, I buy my hot glue sticks in bulk from Amazon, and they're like off-brand, and these bad boys work so well. Like how cute my cup is. It says Baseball Mom. One of my friends made it. Super cute. And it's perfect for my hands. I have tiny hands, so this is my kind of drink. Alright, I am going to put this ribbon up to the side while we're waiting on my hot glue gun to warm up. I should have turned it on earlier. I was not thinking ahead. Okay. Clean up a little bit, and then we'll start on our next wreath too. So stay tuned, and we are going to do, I'll show y'all again, we are going to do this super cute believe sign. I showed everyone all of the signs I have for Christmas right now on a reel. So you can find that on Instagram or Facebook or even TikTok. And one of my clients, my customers, saw this, loved it, and wanted me to make a wreath for her. So this is what we're gonna do next, and she wants it, excuse me, she wants it large. So this is gonna be super fun. And while we're waiting, I will trim off a piece of ribbon. This is gonna be too small. Alright, I'm about to go off camera again. Sorry guys. Okay, let me find some Christmas ribbon. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I have all these little tiny ribbon and I had no idea what I was gonna do with it. And then I was like, oh, I can just use it to tie onto the back of my wreaths, and this is how my customers can hang their wreaths, so I'm not wasting this ribbon. So I just cut a few inches off. I'm going to take these balls off so they don't fall when I lift the wreath up, and I just attach it right to the back in the middle, and I give it a few knots. Ooh, pull really tight, make sure it's nice. It's not going anywhere. And then that is what I use to hang on the door hanger. Okay, let's see if my hot glue gun's ready to glue these Christmas ornaments on. Yeah, feels good. Okay, so I also have to make sure, because can you see that? There's a crease right there. So I need to make sure that is facing down. And I'm gonna put the top of the balls underneath my sign. So I'm just gonna hot glue the whole top of this ornament and stick it underneath my sign. We're just gonna hold that for a few seconds. Make sure our ribbon's fluff, because some of this hot glue might get on it, and so I want it to be in place. So just in case some of my hot glue does stick to the ribbon. Okay, and we are gonna do that the whole way around. Just add hot glue to the top of your ornament. You wanna make sure that your hot glue is not too hot for this part, because it will melt the plastic tops on these ornaments. Definitely learned my lesson there. That has happened to me a few times. Alright, we're going to fluff out these ribbons just in case some hot glue gets on them. So it's how I want them. Hold it in place and just let that hot glue dry for a little bit, for a few seconds. We might need to add a little bit more hot glue when we're all done to the bottom. I'm hoping it sticks to the sign as well. I actually turned off my hot glue gun because it was getting a little hot. I love this Roby hot glue gun, but man, this thing, it gets hot and will put off some steam. So I don't want it to get too hot, because once again, it will just melt the top of these ornaments right off. Okay, so we'll attach that, fluff out these ribbons just in case some hot glue gets on them. Okay, and then we're gonna hold that ornament in place for just a few seconds right on the sign. And then we'll go to the next section. And then while this is drying, I'm going to start the next wreath. I have until about 2 o'clock, and then I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick up DJ from school. Willa is napping. Once again, this is, you know, nap time, craft time for mommy. So I don't know if I will get done completely. Done with the next wreath, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Once again, I'm going to fluff out these ribbons as this hot glue is drying, just in case some hot glue gets on the ribbon. I'm getting some text messages. Alright. I will text them back in just a minute. Alright, this is going to be the last ball that we're adding, last Christmas ornament. Same technique all the way around. I know this part's a little boring, huh guys? But now you know all the steps that I go through when I'm making a wreath. Okay, so now we're back to that first section. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the underneath part just for extra security, because I do not want these balls to fall. So, because I don't know, my client might be storing this in her garage or in her attic, and I just want that extra security of this hot glue sticking. So I'm just pushing down these ribbons, these ribbon tails, and then I'll push them back up and just add a little bit more hot glue just to make sure that our Christmas ornaments aren't going to fall off. Okay guys, I think we are going to wrap this one up. I'm going to let the glue dry completely before I hold it up and show y'all. I will show you the finished product in my next live, but I'm going to sign off real quick so I can clean up this and get ready for my next one. But here's a little preview. Oh, it's gonna be cute. All right, I will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching.